Hello Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari, and I'm with you today for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras by Lauren Roche. Excuse me, my voice is still really husky from crying and having the cold that I've had over the full moon. And as I said yesterday in my reading, it's been a very intense and emotional time for me. But I'm okay, and yes, I feel in this moment anyhow connected to the grace of something bigger than myself, and very soft in my heart and yet strong. Thank you to everyone for your love and support, by the way. Thank you so much. So yeah, I was just looking at today's Yukti verse. We're on number 45 today, amazingly. And this is the first verse, interestingly, isn't it, that of 112, we are now on 45, and this is the first one that speaks specifically about sex in the way that you might understand it. So all the others that have gone before have been about sex at a much higher level in terms of the principles of masculine and feminine in the universe at play in terms of conscious awareness and energy. But now there is a verse that actually speaks about sexual congress as a meditation and how we can bring this practice into it. So let me read the sutra to you in the Sanskrit first of all. Vane vishasya madhye tu chitam sukha mayam kshipet kevalam vayu purnam vasmara ananda yujyate. And again, just going to read again. Vane vishasya madhye tu chitam sukha mayam kshipet kevalam vayu purnam Vasmara anandena yujyate. And then the English translation. As the fires build in sexual joy, enter that blessed place between the legs. Embrace the holy energies shimmering there. Follow the rising flow, undulating throughout the spine, shivering with pleasure. As the fire intensifies and flashes upwards, suspend the breath for a moment. Throw your whole self in. Become brilliance in your bodily form, in union with primordial bliss. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yummy. So, the practice here is simple and again yet so profound. So in essence, this practice is again something we do in Kundalini Yoga all the time. Kundalini Yoga for me is a practice of making love, but solo, through the raising of the Kundalini energy, the awareness and holding that inner awareness at the same time, so those two energies are constantly meeting. And what we often do in the yoga practice is to inhale at the end of a practice that has been stimulating the Kundalini energy and suspend the breath in, and we sit in then the Sushumna, the central channel, and we suspend our awareness there in neutrality, and it can create this incredible opening into bliss. And so this meditation is about doing the very same thing, except the sexual energy is rising through the act of making love. So let's go through the words. As the fires build in sexual joy, enter that blessed place between the legs. So that would be referring, well, it could be referring either to your sex, your sexual organ, and or I would assume also to your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, which is the perineum between your anus and your sex. So that's where the Kundalini resides. Enter that blessed place between the legs. Embrace the holy energies shimmering there. because that's where the Kundalini sits. And what I love about this is that energy, that sexual energy, is holy. So again, taking us out of the patriarchal paradigm, which has made sex wrong, bad, dirty, disgusting, lower than these higher chakras. No, 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 no. Our sexual energy is beautiful, natural, God-given, joyous, ecstatic, pure, innocent, beautiful. That blessed place. So our sex, our root, those are blessed places. They are not dirty, they are not disgusting, they are not unclean. They are beautiful, holy places. Embrace the holy energies shimmering there. Know, what I also take from that in this moment is know the sanctity and the power of your sex and your sexual energy. So much of the culture that we're in right now does debase it and devalue it and lose connection with the sanctity of this. This is an energy that is divine. It is the goddess within us all. So recognize that you have this sacred, beautiful aspect to your being, which is there. So as the fires build in sexual joy, so as your passion stirs, as your sexual energy awakens, as you feel sensation and stimulation and pleasure in your genitals and at your root, follow the rising flow. So your Kundalini then begins to flow through the central channel, bringing the body into ripples of this flowing energy that's moving up and through the center of your body. Follow the rising flow, undulating throughout the spine, shivering with pleasure. Yes, the whole body may be quivering with ecstasy. And the same in yogic practice. We pull the root lock and we draw the sexual energy up to the crown. It's the same thing. As the fire intensifies and flashes upwards, suspend the breath for a moment and throw your whole self in. So making love either with yourself or with another. As this sexual fire intensifies, as your Kundalini is beginning to flow through your being, and as it comes up towards the third eye and the crown, just for a moment breathe in and suspend the breath. And as you release, you'll experience a moment of pure bliss. And this is what the verse says: throw your whole self in. So once again, this is not about being half-hearted. We can only do this in totality. Become brilliance in your bodily form. Your whole being illuminates in union with primordial bliss. And this is what is meant by how tantric lovemaking takes us transcendent. So we go beyond genital sex, we go beyond making love with another being, human being. We experience ourselves as divine, making love with the divine. This is the potential that is there and so accessible to each and every one of us. And that is it. That is it for today. So this is your practice next time you're making love, whether with yourself or with your beloved. As you feel your energy stirring and rising, allow them. Open the body to allow this energy to move through your whole being. Sometimes we contract and push it down. Allow it to flow through you. Do not be afraid. And as the fire intensifies, inhale, suspend the breath, and rest there. If you're making love with your beloved, you can do this together. It's a wonderful tantric technique. Experience the bliss of primordial bliss, of union with all that is. Very yummy, very delicious. Very delightful. Thank you for being with me today, and as always, Satnam and much love.